Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, so I know it's been quite a while since I've made like a reaction video or any sort of video for the way, because like, you know, my reaction videos are the main videos that I do here. But I know I've been asking you guys to tell me if you want to see like other videos. Like, I've been so into like true crime stuff recently. I don't know why. I feel like now I can like I really want to go study like criminology and stuff. I want to be a criminologist. Sounded like I want to be a criminal again. Nah, I don't want to be a criminal. Way. But anyways, yeah, I've been asking you guys to let me know, like, y'all, do you guys want to like see me talk about like true crime while I'm doing my makeup, or while I'm drawing, or like horror stories or whatever? And you guys have mostly been saying we want to see you do true crime while you do your makeup. And I'm like, okay guys, I'm gonna try and attempt to talk about true crime while I do my makeups. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. But before we get into the video, I just want to show you guys my accessories. Yeah, so I've got like cute jewelry going on. Yeah, I've got like this cute little necklace. I feel like I'm so far from the I've got this cute little earring. I've got two earrings. I've got piercings. Yee. I've got two earrings, like a little feather and a little pearly what's this thing called again? A pearly little hoop. A little hoop earring with a little pearl hanging down. And then for necklaces, I have just like this plain necklace, just like it's just there. And I love silver a lot, so like, yeah. And I have Taurus. Little Taurus necklace, my star sign. I'm a Taurus. What are you guys? I don't really care about zodiac things, but like, I mean, this is so cute. So adorable. And also this top I'm wearing, you guys, like, it's so adorbs. This top, you cannot tell me that top is not the cutest thing you've ever seen, or one of the cutest things you've ever seen. So anyways, you guys, this is gonna be my first true crime case video, and I was like searching which ones to look for, and then like this one was popping up the most like, on the internet and stuff. So I was like, you know what, it seems like I was reading it and like it seemed a bit short, so I want to try like something short for like the first true crime video I do. I don't want to like kill myself and do something like really long, like wow. No, I didn't want to like break my brain with researching so much, but like it was so hard to research this and find like the background of the killer in this. It was so hard to find out about her. So this case is about an 11-year-old girl who killed her friend at school. Yeah, 11, you guys. 11. The killer was 11 and the victim was 12. So the girl was a year older than the killer. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I'll be talking about the Sasebo Slashing, or the Nevada 10 murder case. So I don't know which title I'll put in the thing, but like you guys will see from like the pictures which one it is. Anyways, let's just start with this. So for now we're gonna call what is it called, the killer, right? Okay, so now we're gonna call the killer, the main chick or whatever, we're gonna call her girl A, because of illegal law stuff. Just, you know, those law things where like you can't, because she was a minor and they didn't want the media to know her name. They didn't want people to know her name, but we do get to know her name later on. So for the meantime, and I'll tell you guys that, but for the meantime we're gonna keep on calling her girl A. So yeah, girl A, B, C, D. Oh my gosh, why am I singing that song? I don't know. Jeez, it's so hard to do eyebrows and like, you know what I mean. So girl A was mainly known as like a nerd and stuff. Most of the time she was like known to be alone, like by herself, like isolated and stuff. She was into like horror mangas, you know, horror movies, you know, like gothic stuff. So she was like deep within the horror culture. So she got so used to it that she even started locking herself up in the room. She mainly spent all her time in the room, so she was always on the internet, and we know the internet is not a good place for kids. I feel like, my god, no. If I had a kid, if I have whatever kid I'm gonna have in the future, like, no internet for you, boo. The internet for you, kiddo. No. So due to her loving horror so much and the internet and all this like crazy scary stuff, she grew love for a horror flash game called The Red Room. So it's like, you know, it just sounds like something from like the dark web, the deep dark web. You know those red room, like those creepy things that, you know, those dark web things, like, yeah, bro, yes. And she even opened a website like where she like most of the things were dedicated to like the red room and like gore stuff and all those scary things. And when you've got like so much time and stuff, and like your parents don't check on you, so she had all that, a lot of time, and parents were never like checking on her. I don't know if they're checking on her or what, like I wasn't there to see it. But during the time she had the website, she also like really loved a Japanese horror film called Battle Royale. So Battle Royale is about like a group of school kids are taken to this like remote area. So Battle Royale is it's a 2000, it was made in 2000 or something like that, a Japanese like horror thriller, no, not horror thriller, like action thriller type of movie. And the plot of the movie was whereby, does that sound right? I don't know. So anyways, the plot of the movie was that they took a group of like high school students to a group, so they took a group of high school students and they forced them to fight each other to the death. So they basically had to kill each other. So the government like took them there or something. I'm not sure. I don't really watch the movie, but like I did research a bit about the movie. So the government took them there where they had to like now like fight each other to the death. They had to kill each other and like, you know, last one living, stuff like that. Just those types of movies. So you can imagine an 11-year-old kid watching such things and seeing like how like classmates are killing each other, and like that's crazy. You mean like, where was the mom? Where is the dad? Okay, well, I don't know if she had a dad. Let me not go there. Let me go there. But anyways, yeah, so she grew interest for this. It's that she kept on watching and watching and watching. And she was also into a Korean drama called Monday Mystery Theater. And in this drama, people will be like killed very fast with box cutters. So she was obsessed with watching this drama and Battle Royale and like the Red Room. So she would write about those things on her website. So she would even make her own like little like, what, I don't know if it's like Wattpad types of stories or Reddit, or like, you know, just make your own like stories. Yeah, she just grew to be such a big fan of these types of genres, like these types of things. So she even used to write those like her own like horror stories and stuff on the websites, on her sites. I don't know what it was called, but just imagine an 11-year-old kid writing all of those things. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, her mom even said that the internet started changing her. Like, honey, if you can see the internet is changing her, why did you not take it away from her? Or like, why? So she was like a loner. She didn't have much friends. So she was like a weird kid or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, so she didn't have much friends until one auspicious day. A girl named Satomi Matarai. Satomi Matarai, I think. Yeah, I don't know pronunciation. I'm not that good at pronunciation, but you know. Comment. Anyways, a girl named Satomi Matarai found her website, and she found her site, and then from there they became friends and were in the same school. What do you know? What a winky dink. So like a few weeks pass, and this friend of hers, Satomi, so she started writing like all those crazy comments on her website, calling her like, talking about her weight, calling her fat and stuff, calling her a goody goody. So girl A was like, yo, so Satomi chick, take that back. So she was like, girl, take that back. Like, what in the heck is you doing? What in the heck is you doing? What I don't get is that Satomi is calling her fat when like Satomi herself, like, she's also a little bit thick. Like, yo, you guys look the same weight. How can you like be talking about your friend like that when you like, you guys are the same? So what exactly is going on? What was that about? Like, it was unnecessary. But at the same time, you know, like as a kid, like when you're young, you don't really think about what you're about to say. You just say stuff. Only in the future you think about it and then be like, oh my god. But like, you know, she was young, she was 12, the other one was 11. I mean, like, words hurt. So I'm sure she felt like she already had insecurities about her weight and stuff, but like, you know, she triggered it. So girl A was like, Satomi, take back what you said and stuff. But like, Satomi didn't want it. She refused to say it. She just called her. Instead, she like wrote more messages and just called her like pretentious. Called her like she's so pretentious and she's a goody goody. She's like, oh. I mean, during that time, girl A didn't care about like the kawaii things anymore. I mean, she was a cute girl, but she didn't care about those appearance stuff. She was like more into like, I don't know. She was into horror things. She was like deeply into that, so like she doesn't care about those things anymore. Maybe it doesn't really matter that she was into horror things, but still, like. So Satomi just kept on leaving some derogatory comments on her website about like her weight and like calling her goody goody and pretentious and all those things. So girl A was fed up with it. She kept on watching all these like horror gore things. So she would just keep on watching this horror and gore things. Like it was just manipulating her. And like, yeah, and after those events of like her friend, like, you're supposed to be my friend, you know, what are you? So due to these events, like, I think she was like super stressed out. She, you know, so like everything just started taking a toll on her. She's watching like gore here. She's watching like well, she's watching gore and like, horror and all those things that kids should not be watching, like at the age of 11. There should be a restriction for kids like to be watching horror like at a certain age and stuff, but I don't know. It all depends on your parents and maybe like your countries and stuff. I don't know if horror is banned from like some other countries. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I know that Battle Royale was like, firstly it was like pushed for a while. It's supposed to come out like I think 2000, and it came out in 2003 because of like the aspects of the movie, and it was like too much for the media. So like it was held for a while, and then it came out, like officially came out in 2003, if I'm not mistaken, I think. But anyways, so after all of this, there was an incident. There was like moments where girl A would go to school and she would be punching people, kicking people, like pushing them against the wall. And there was even one incident where she threatened one of her classmates or schoolmates with a box cutter, and the teachers dealt with her. Well, I don't know what punishment they gave her for doing that, but like, yeah, she was dismissed by the teachers. So on the 1st of June 2004, the school was having, I think, a school photo day. I don't know what exactly it was, but like I think they were just taking a photo. So in this day, you can see the girl, she's wearing a little Nevada, she's not little, a big ass hoodie. I mean, it was oversized. So she's wearing that oversized hoodie, Nevada hoodie, and her Satomi's also in the same picture as her. I mean, like, you never would have thought like the events that are going to come out on this day, going to happen on this day, would like, it's crazy. You can never predict the future. You can never predict what's going to happen. I mean, like, only God knows. Only God knows. So both the girls went to Sasebo Elementary School in Nagasaki Prefecture. Nagasaki Prefecture. I don't know why I say it like that. But yeah, both of them went there. So after the photo and stuff, now it was like After the photo and stuff, now it was like lunchtime. And girl A. So girl A called Satomi into an empty. She brought her into an empty classroom. An empty classroom, and sat her down and told her, you are gonna die. So she told her you were gonna die, and Satomi didn't like well, I don't know if she hesitated or what, but she didn't run. Ooh, light. But she didn't run away after hearing that. She still stayed there despite hearing that. I mean, I would have booked it. I'd be like, peace out. Yeah, I would have left. I would have been like, girl, you crazy. But you know, maybe it was like the age thing. Maybe she was like, this child is just playing with me. She's not gonna do nothing but only God knows the future. So girl A, I must just call her Nevada from now on, because now we had the part where she's wearing the Nevada hoodie. So Nevada 10. So Nevada took Satomi's glasses and put them on the side, on the desk, or just, you know, somewhere in the classroom. You know how a classroom is like set up. So she took the glasses off her face and put them on like a table, a desk. Yeah, I cannot English. So she put them there, and then she also told me if she would like to have a towel to cover her face. And Satomi said no. She was denying. She was like bro, now like you're getting weird. So like she refused. She's like no. And Satomi at this point was like, I don't know, I think she was fed up or something, I don't know. So at this point Nevada just like took her hand and like covered her face, her eyes, and she just slit her throat with a box cutter. Let that sink in. So she slit her throat with a box cutter, and she also slit her wrists. So after this event, like the teacher noticed like, yo, these two girls are nowhere to be found in school. Like it's lunchtime. I think lunchtime was about to finish or something. So these two girls are missing. Where are they? And then just a few minutes later, the teacher sees Nevada coming into the classroom all fully like drenched in blood. Her clothes were like covered in blood. So the teacher was worried. Obviously, anybody would be worried seeing like a kid covered up in blood. Like what happened? Was like, did she get hurt? Like, you know, normal human things. So Nevada told her like, yo, this is not my blood, this is Satomi's blood. So she led the teacher to where Satomi's body was. And obviously the teacher was in shock. She called the police. And by the time the police got there, unfortunately, Satomi had passed away. She had died due to all the blood loss. So her heart stopped beating to all the blood loss. And I think she was also shock played a part in it, because like she didn't expect this, especially from like such a young child and 11-year-old, like your own friend. Like, oh my gosh. So she was taken into police custody that same day, and due to legal procedures, they couldn't reveal her name due to her being so young. I mean, like, she's 12. No, 12. She's 11. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But at the end of the day, humans are human. You never know. You will never know. But like, yeah, so her name wasn't revealed, so they gave her the name Girl A. But on June 18, 2004, we get to find out her name because somebody did an analysis on one of the drawings she had done. You know, like when people draw and then they put like their initials and stuff on it. Yeah. So one of these image board workers did analysis on it, and they could see that her name was, her real name was Natsume Tsuji. I mean, like, the police and like the government really tried to hide her name, but there was no luck there. The media was too fast. I mean, the media is so fast in like finding all these things. So gotta reveal her name. So now we know her name. Now we know her as Natsume, so we don't have to call her Nevada or Girl A anymore. But like, yeah. So she was taken into police custody that night. When she got there, she was just crying the whole night. I mean, she's a kid. Obviously, she started crying because like she's in shock. I think maybe she couldn't believe that she did that. Only afterwards that she like actually realized like what I did was like wrong. So she did admit to the crime. She admitted that she's the one who did that to her. She like slashed her throat, slit her throat and her wrist. And you know, like when they show people like slitting their wrist and stuff in movies and all these things, you know that if it like reaches your vein, it's a definite death. So during this time, she just kept on crying, kept on saying, I'm sorry, kept on saying like, I'm sorry, you know, like gomenosai. Let me try and do like a crying type of thing, like gomenosai. Okay, sorry guys, I don't know why I'm acting this out, but you know what I'm trying to say, like gomen osai. Sumimasen. Okay, no sumimasen, gomen osai. Gomen. Yeah, so she was just doing that, and like she was just often like crying, and she couldn't even eat anything. So the police were just trying to find a reason why she would do that to her friend. Like they're trying to find like what was the motive of you doing that to your friend. And she didn't have a motive. So she didn't mention any motive for like wanting to kill her friend. Oh my gosh, it's so hard doing this on the side with like just looking at the mirror. It's oh my god, oh my god. So after a while of not mentioning what the motive was, she finally like confessed. And she told the police that her and Satomi had a fight, like a online fight, like a cyber fight. Well, they had a fight online because of her page, and like her saying, and like Satomi just saying all those things to her. Just all those messages that Satomi would leave on the website. So I think that's the motive. That's what really triggered her to do all of that. So she was sent to Nagasaki. She was sent to the Nagasaki family court, and they failed to trial her because she was like under the age of well, they failed to trial her as an adult because she was underage. Because in Japan during that time, they had the age of like trial for like adult was the age of at the age of 14, I think. By the age of 14, I'm not sure. So to be tried as an adult, you had to be 14 and above. But like Tsuji was 11 years old, so like they failed to do, like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? She's a minor. I mean, she's like the kid is young, so they could not try her. But then on September 15th, 2004, the court ruled to institutionalize. The court ruled to institutionalize Tsuji because of the severity of. The court ruled to institutionalize the Tsuji despite her age because of the severity of this case. Like, I mean, like, it was too deep for them to be like, she's young, let it go. They're like, no, bruh, no. We have to like get this kid, like, gotta bring her somewhere juvie something, because like it was too deep. So she was sent to Tochi. So she was sent to Tochi Prefecture Reformatory, like a detention center, juvie or something like that. So she was sent there. So the Nagasaki family court originally sentenced her to 2 years, but then further on, the sentence was extended by 2 more years. Yeah, so she spent quite a few years in like the detention center, and she was released in September 2003. So she spent around like 9 years, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years in prison, I think. I'm not good at maths. Like, I left that thing in high school and it never wanted to follow me anywhere. I'm not good at that. But anyways, yeah, she was released in September 2013, and she was 20 years by then. So this case became like so famous, like it blew up. The media blew it up. Once, like, first of all, Japan media blew it up, and then over the world. Well, I don't know if it's all over the world, but like, I know overseas, like America and other countries and stuff. I mean, they were amazed by this. I don't know, like, creepy people. There should be really creepy people to be amazed by those things like that. Like, you guys need to like sort out your lives. Like, why is this something you guys love? Why people on the internet, I don't understand humans sometimes. I don't get it. Why would you guys love to see such things like this? What would you guys just love to, like, I mean, they really admired this chick. So the internet decided to give her the nickname Nevada 10 because, first of all, Nevada, because of the sweatshirt she was wearing, the Nevada University. It's cool. Whatever. She was wearing the Nevada hoodie, and 10 being a way a child would pronounce Chan. You know, like Japanese, like Oni-chan, Oni-san, and just like that, like Nevada-chan. But a child will say Nevada-tan instead of Nevada-chan. They'll say Nevada-tan. So yeah, Nevada-tan. So like yeah, that's right. So like she became so famous. People were even doing like cosplays of like Nevada-tan. I mean, like, look at this chick here. Look at this chick. Yeah, people like they took this so serious. Like, you guys, she killed somebody's daughter. So Satomi's dad. Yeah, Satomi's dad was a widow, and like Satomi only had one brother, and she only had one brother and her dad. And like the dad was so shocked to hear this news, like his daughter is gone. Like that was the only girl he had. So like he felt like once they took Satomi away, like they took his breath away, like they took life away from him. Like just he just stated that he cannot imagine a life without Satomi being there. So just crazy. But anyways, the internet like took this thing into like just like a fantasy to them. Like, wow, there's an 11-year-old killer. Amazing, we love. So people are doing cosplays, people are doing fan arts. I mean, like, y'all guys are crazy with this fan art. I don't know how people just like sit down there and like just draw things like that, like drawing this chick with the box cutter and like blood all over, like praising the wrong things. Y'all are just praising the wrong things. Like, some of these humans are just mad sus. People are crazy. People are crazy. I swear to God. I swear to God. Let me not bring God into this. He's too holy for this earth. This world is too unholy for him. It's too messed up for him. So people are doing cosplays. People are doing fan arts. I mean, she just became a celebrity during that time. And until now, I think, during like 2005 until this time, people are like just loving this kid. And also the Nevada sweatshirt, like it was going like sold out. So like University of Nevada, like people were just buying the jerseys like crazy because of her. So I mean, like, if you do something like for business wise, you'd be like happy, like, yo, people are buying my like shirt, I'm buying it, like you're happy. And then you find out like what's the actual like story behind people buying this, and you're like, oh my god, no, that's wrong. So anyways, the University of Nevada like even stopped distributing those jerseys because like it was too much. It got too much for them. They managed to make a profit out of somebody else's child being murdered, which is like it's no. Right now I wonder where Tsuji is. Like, I want to see how she looks like now, because like, I mean, she was such a cute little girl. She was a cute little like chubby girl. I mean, she had a cute little face. She had a cute little face. Both her and her friends were looking just kawaii. Like, she was cute, but you know, your cuteness cannot save you from going to jail. Like, you commit murder, do the dust for it. Yeah, I don't know how I like really feel about this. I feel like it's so messed up that firstly, the girl's mother, if she noticed that the internet is already changing her, when the girl's mother noticed that the internet was just like changing her or doing whatever to her. I don't like this lipstick color. It's making me look like I'm hungry. Oh, it's already on. Let's just keep it on for now. Let's just keep it on. If the mom noticed that like the internet was really changing her, the mom would have stopped her and like just take the internet away. And like, I don't know, but like the mom didn't do anything about it. She just still left the kid doing that. Also, from the time that like the child was just changing and doing the most at school, the mom could have like, also from the time that the mom was noticing that like my daughter is like acting weird and stuff like that, and like they even called me at school, and I found out that she was threatening other kids with a box cutter at school. an African mom's daughter. Girl, I will show you threaten. Even at the age of 11, I'm gonna give you this nice little ass whooping. You know, I don't give it SOB. I'm gonna beat that child, beat her. But you know, some kids, like, beating doesn't get through their minds. I don't know what does, but like beating doesn't get through their minds. But anyways, yeah, I would have just, like, I don't know, just take away the internet. That's why I don't want my kids to have like internet, to have access to internet so early. And obviously you have to monitor what your child is watching. You have to like see what your child is watching, because you can't leave your child watching like horror and all those things. I mean, like, horror is one of my like top favorite genres. It's like it's my favorite genre of like movies and stuff. So I really love horror movies. But I really hate, I'm not a fan of gore. I hate gore. Things where people like cutting themselves or cutting each other, just killing with like knives, and like just things involving knives and killing, and like that is not the horror that I like. That is like too much. I like horrors, like, you know, like with this like weird spirits, and like, you know, the girl with the long black hair and the white dress. The typical girl we see in all horror movies, you know, like the famous chick. She must get an award or something. But anyways, yeah. So like for a kid to be watching things like Battle Royale and like the Korean drama that she was watching, that is not, it's not good for the kid. It's not good for kids. But she was, and that's like how she became like this. It really, I feel like it could have been prevented. Also, if Satomi didn't go on and like leave such comments on her friend's page, like, what was the reason to leave such comments also on the page? Like, may her soul rest in peace. But also, like, there's no reason into going on someone's page and just like writing such things like fat shaming, or talking about, like, I mean, people have insecurities, and then if you like pushing those buttons, you're just like making them feel more and more insecure. Just like they reached our limits. So I don't know, just be kind with one another. Just be kind, you know. So anyways, guys, I don't know what else to say, but like, yeah, what do you guys think of that case? Like, the girl was so young. What would you guys have done to prevent it? I mean, it has already happened. It's true crime. True crime has already happened. It's like happened in the world. What do you guys think? What would you guys have done to prevent such a case? What would you guys have done to prevent that? But we never know how the world revolves. As I said again, only God knows what will happen in the world. So yeah. But anyways, guys, like, yeah, I did the best I could to research that and talk about it. It's so hard to do your makeup and talk about those things at the same time. I don't know if I'll do my makeup next time, or I already have it done. I'll just sit down and like talk about it. But I don't know. Yeah, so what do you guys think about this video? This is my first true crime videos. I might do more, and I might also do like movie reviews. So if you guys want to see movie reviews, let me know what movies you guys would like me to watch, because I feel like I want to watch a Barbie movie or one of the Netflix movies, I don't know, and watch it and just like, yeah, review it and react to it. Yeah, and also let me know if you want like a specific true crime story that you would like me to talk about, and I will do that. Just gotta research, because like, researching is so hard. It is so hard to research, because like you will go crazy. You'll go, especially if it's a long story, you're gonna go crazy. But yeah, and I don't know where most of my true crime stories will be based on, if it's just international or African true crime stories, as I'm residing in Africa. In South Africa, basically. South Africa, not Africa like a country, but in South Africa. I am Congolese, by the way, and I live in South Africa, so yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna be talking about like true crime, South African true crime, or African true crime, or overseas, all over the world. But I feel like I want to do it all over the world, because like, the world, I mean, it's limitless. The world goes in a circle, so I can get it. anything is possible. So yeah, guys, that was me talking about true crime. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes, also please don't forget to like this video and comment what you guys would like to see, and share this video with your friends, alien species, AIs, whatever you want to share it with. Martians specifically, especially. Let's all go to Mars and like live a better life in Mars, because I feel like, I don't know, I have an obsession with Mars. I don't know why, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's something, there's something nice there calling me, something nice. You're calling me Martian. Maybe I'm a Martian who just like descended into this earth and I have to live with this earth hooligans. I don't know, but like some humans are just so weird, myself included, that I think like, oh my god, am I really human? Am I really human? I must be from Mars. But anyways, I'm just rambling on now. I'm just saying stupid things I don't need to say. But anyways, guys, yeah, so that is it for the video. Let me know what you guys thought, if I should do more of this true crime types of videos, or I should do something else, or just keep on doing other things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys were watching this, thank you guys so much for clicking onto this video. You guys are the best. Let's start a debate down there in the comments, and let's talk and talk and talk. You know. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Without any further ado, peace, love, and everything nice. Mwah. Bye. Let's go.